Hi, Darnell with Wave Oven Recipes here. I wanted to make you aware of the new Wave Oven Recipes podcast. That's right, there's now a podcast on all your major podcast services. If you just ask for the Wave Oven Recipes podcast, its title is Wave Oven Recipes, it'll pull up the podcast and start playing for you. If you want to go direct to the podcast source, you can go straight to anchor.fm/Wave Oven Recipes. No spaces. That's anchor.fm/Wave Oven Recipes. And I'll put a link in the box also, in the description box. But basically there, I'm putting out new podcasts. I'm scheduling them out basically every Wednesday about 9 a.m. Eastern Time, having them come out and trying to keep up a weekly podcast game. And each podcast will basically touch on different topics and such. Also, if there's any news in the air fryer countertop cooking space game, I'll probably put it out there on the podcast. So the podcast will be separate from the videos, although the podcast will mention things that are going on in the videos. You know, it's not like the podcast is going to be a duplicate of a video. It's going to be new material, different material in the podcast. It may reference the videos and the video material, but it's going to be its own standalone thing, talking about the same types of stuff: air frying, countertop cooking, other types of, cooking tips and tricks. And as I said, any news will probably be there if it's like something new in the new cooker game, just to make you aware or alert of any news that's going on. Although, of course, the actual in-depth reviews and such will be here on this channel. The podcast offers a way to kind of get some stuff out to you quick and timely, as it happens. I can do it a lot quicker there through the podcast every week. Although, I could do things through YouTube. I've got a lot of stuff and material that I've already got working on and scheduled up for YouTube. So the podcast helps me to get that, new stuff. Even if it's a cooker that I haven't purchased yet, I can talk about it there on the podcast, although I do sometimes do that here. The podcast just makes it real convenient, and it'll give you a nice little weekly update on, things going on. So definitely check out the podcast, pull it up on your favorite podcast service. Although I put them out every Wednesday at 9 a.m., I am finding that some podcast services update faster than others. For example, Pocket Cast updates right away. I mean, my podcasts are right there as soon as I schedule them out. With Google Podcasts, it seems to delay a few days. So with like Google Podcasts, something that I put out on a Wednesday at 9 a.m. might not come to Google Podcasts till a couple days later. I don't know why, although, I schedule things in advance. It seems that some services are updated faster than others. So depending on your service, if you don't see something new there as of like 9 a.m. Wednesday, maybe another service is updating faster. There may be cases where I might not be able to update a podcast depending on schedule, but I'm trying to put them out every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So I hope that you enjoy the podcast and that you check it out. If you got any suggestions, recommendations, or anything, you can always leave those in comments. But I do definitely wish you and yours good eating.